Yeah, so today in this episode, we'll be talking about 3 different filmmakers. So that each of us will be talking about. Yeah, so as you're all aware, we've got different different signs, different cameras, all helpful, the whole state crew. Yeah, you all ready? Yeah! Right, so let's get into this. So, this is the Filmmakers Podcast, episode 1. Right, so, first things first, can anyone tell me who this first person is? Anyone?
Me.
Yes.
That is Quentin Tarantino.
Correct. And, yeah, so you want to say?
What?
Yeah, so, tell us a bit.
Quentin Tarantino, he's a director. He also features in a lot of his films. He does little cameos.
Yep.
He's made films like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Inglourious Bastards, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
I'm sure people.
So yeah, he's a screenwriter and actor. Yeah. So who can tell us who the next person is?
Clearly not.
So that is Fletch.
Frank Darabont.
And do you want to tell us about him?
He's like Hungarian or something. Yeah. Well, again, same as Quentin Tarantino. He's a screenwriter, director, and producer. However, he's not been in any of his films.
Right.
And he's well known for doing Shawshank Redemption.
Nice. And finally, who can tell me who this person is? Yeah.
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg. Good.
Someone got that one.
Yeah. So Steven Spielberg is a film director, producer, and screenwriter. He does he's done a whole load of our classic films that we've all seen. Yeah. So let's carry on. Right. So here are some recreations we did of scenes, we'll go through them each. So Sid, do you want to tell us about your first one?
This is from Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, he's also got a very similar shot in Pulp Fiction where they're standing in a hallway. It's like a long shot. Yeah, we just recreated that with me and Rowan.
Yes. Yeah. Fletch, you want to tell us about your one?
This is from the film Shawshank Redemption. There's kind of theme going on here. With me and Rowan, and they're in the courtyard in the prison.
Cool. Yeah. And then finally we've got my one from E.T. with the fabulous Oliver being our E.T.
Gorgeous man.
Quick thing. Do you want to come and tell us your fact from the last episode?
No.
No?
Mine's
Sir?
I'm zooming in on you. You look stupid right now.
Alright then. So yeah, one thing, we have a special golden ticket. There's 3 of them in the room, and I'll explain them before I tell you where they are. So basically, how it's going to work. Each of us will say our different. We'll talk about different filmmakers. Then once we've done that, we will get one of the golden ticket winners to answer some questions about that filmmaker, you will know who you're doing questions for. Because it will have our names on the back of it. So if you all want to look under your seats.
Oh, that's why you had to change. That's why he made you change seats.
Oh! Why am I not taking it?
Because you've got to go on my seat. Yeah, there is. Really? I'm on the bottom of the seat.
Oh yeah.
Where's the other one?
There's one more.
What's that?
Right. So if you have a golden ticket, would you like to stand up for me? Right, who has the third one?
Where's the third one?
Oh.
Right. So if you all want to introduce yourself to the audience, and say who you have.
Shall I go first? Yeah, you go first. I'm Izzy and I have Rowan.
Cool. Nice.
I'm Molly.
Everyone-
I'm Fletcher.
Nice.
I'm Ellie and I'm
That sounds
Sid.
decent.
Right, give a round of applause for our golden ticket winner. Right, so you can take a seat for now, and once we get to your section, then we'll bring you up and you'll answer some questions. And if you answer them all correctly, we'll give you a prize. So yeah. So let's carry on. So it is Quentin Tarantino, Sydney.
Take over.
It's my one.
Do
So, I've got some facts about Quentin Tarantino. He was born on March 27th, 1963 in Knoxville, Tennessee. He's an only child. He's only child who's part Cherokee and part Irish. And actor Tony Tarantino, who left the family before Quentin was born, he moved to California at the age of 4. He developed his love for movies at an early age. One of his earliest memories is of his grandmother taking him to see a John Wayne movie. Tarantino also loves storytelling, but he showed his creativity in unusual ways. He wrote me sad Mother's Day stories. He'd always kill me and tell me about how he felt about it. I think that's his nan.
All right.
Speaking about Tarantino, he told his nan told Entertainment Weekly, it was enough to bring a tear to a mother's eye. Now in the present day, Quentin Tarantino is considered one of the great movie directors of his time. He has been part of some classic movies in his time. A couple of these include Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs. The responsibility of Tarantino's role in these movies are extremely important, as it's his job to oversee all the artistic aspects of the production. Tarantino's films are marked by their non-linear narratives, which are usually about plans which go wrong. He also uses long conversations between characters, bursts of violence, and his dislike for product placement, hence the use of the fictional cigarette Red Apple in his movies. So he has a brand that he made.
Oh right.
Like Red Apple.
It's like Easter
They're in
egg.
all of his movies.
It's like an Easter egg. There.
Why do you know why he chose it like a red apple sort of thing?
I don't know. Let's
No.
just speak on
Oh right, fair enough. Okay, carry on.
Can we get a round of applause for Sydney, please? Too early. Okay.
Well, round of applause anyway. Well done, Sid.
Thank you.
Keep going.
Tarantino said that his main influences are Martin Scorsese, Brian De Palma, Sergio Leone, Howard Hanks. Tarantino has some actors which he's expressed as his favourite, which is like Samuel L. Jackson. He's used a few times. Brad Pitt, DiCaprio. There's just a few actors.
Oh yeah, he's
Tim
used
Roth.
loads of like DiCaprio's like in Hollow. Like I swear.
Yeah, he's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Did he do Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah, but that's a Scorsese film.
Oh right, okay.
That's not
Moving
No,
on.
okay.
Tarantino.
Alright.
Anyway, moving on.
Is that you?
Is that you? Okay, round of applause. Right, so it is question time. So whoever has Quentin Tarantino, want to come on up? Right, so I'll let you take over, Sid.
Okay. Alright. Did Tarantino direct the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yes, you did.
True. Has Tarantino ever directed a TV show?
I have absolutely no idea.
What you can say?
No.
Sure.
Oh.
Sure.
It's true. He directed 2 episodes of CSI Crime.
Sorry.
Bit old, but.
Oh,
Siri, shush.
shut up. Did Tarantino direct the movie Seven with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman?
No, I'm pretty sure that was it David Fincher that did that one? Was it?
False. So yeah, David Fincher did direct Seven. Did Tarantino direct Silence of the Lambs?
No.
Correct. That's false. Tarantino did 4 Kill Bill movies.
There's 4 of them?
That's the question, Fletcher.
No, I think there's 3, isn't there?
False. He actually only made 2. Oh, and this is my experiment. Keep going. So this is my experiment video I did. And this is just using the trunk shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Ah. So,
Let's exchange the ticket.
so I will need your golden ticket, which Ryan is going to give you, or I'm going to give you.
Thank you very much.
All that was a skill trick.
I mean, Skittles are a good prize, so. But yeah. Yeah, congratulations. Well done. Our first ticket Skittle winner. Round of applause. So, go on, Alexis. Just go on this clip. Right, Fletcher, you're up.
I'm up.
Right, so it's now Fletcher's stuff. So yeah.
Where's my word?
Right, so no, that's way too early. Right. So do you want to start off with your information? Go for it.
Information?
Yeah, go for it.
Right, okay. So he is an American screenwriter, director and producer. He was born in a refugee camp in 1959, don't know how you say it, but Montpellier, France.
Very nice.
He's the son of Hungarian parents who fled Budapest during failed 1956 Hungarian Revolution. He was then brought to America and raised in Los Angeles to then attend Hollywood High School. That was basically his backstory anyway. Then his choice of style was quite dark and real. He has made films like The Green Mile, Shawshank Redemption, and I believe The Fly 2. Most of these films that he makes are about prisons and real life situations. His inspiration was the Stephen King, isn't it? Yeah, Stephen King novels for most of his work. And he was primarily a screenwriter for Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and The Blob. Anyone knows that film? The techniques that he used in Shawshank Redemption, which is his most well-known film, most of his camera position was quite low, and they were basically looking up at the characters. I believe this makes a sense of confinement, whatever the hell that means, and powerlessness. There you go. And yeah.
That good?
Yeah.
Is all you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, so that was Frank. So
Do me.
yeah. So now let's move on to Fletcher's questions. So from the person with Frank Darabont, Fletcher's questions, please come up, please. Everyone, big round of applause. Right, Fletcher.
Nothing good.
All you. Fletch, all you're up.
Oh, right, I've got to go over it.
No, I'll click it for you.
Right.
That's a stretch.
Right, first question. How are you?
Okay, thank you. How are you?
Not too bad. Carry on.
Right, so quiz multiple choice question. Darabont edition.
Oh, right, I've got to say it. How many Oscars did the movie Shawshank Redemption get?
It's multiple choice. 2. I'm gonna say 2.
No, you are wrong. It's none.
Oh.
It's great. It's a good classic though, isn't it? Really? Yeah.
Good film.
Next question. Obviously well known for what have I said throughout the whole podcast.
The Shawshank Redemption.
And final question.
One more question. What age was Frank Darabont when he made Shawshank Redemption?
34.
Way.
All questions correct.
Oh yeah, thanks.
And
Thank you.
big round of applause for everyone. Right, so yeah, and then here we go. Here is Fletcher's experiment. Love the screen, love the freeze frame, love it. Right, but yeah.
Any questions? Do leave the lights on after bedtime. Because I get a little scared when it comes to strange places.
We tend to keep a couple lights on during the night in the corridor.
Corridor?
Oh, that's great. Well done, Fletch.
Anyone heard?
Yeah. Does anyone know what that experiment was?
Oh yeah, where was that from?
Nope.
No? Fletch, want to say? Fletch?
Maddie.
Green Mile.
Yeah.
It's great, Thank you, Maddie. Right. So now, for my section of the podcast, Steven Spielberg. I think the power of turning around and copying.
Oh god.
So for his background, he was born on December 18th, 1946 in Cincinnati, Ohio. His mother Leah was a restaurateur and a concert pianist, and his father, Arnold Spielberg, was an electrical engineer involved in the development of computers. In early 1975, the family moved to Phoenix, Arizona. Spielberg's interest in film started at a young age. At 12, he made his first home movie, a train wreck involving his toy Lionel trains. He wrote and directed his first independent film in 1963, a 140-minute science fiction adventure, Fireflight, which later inspired Close Encounters of the Third Kind. The film, funded mainly by his father, had a budget of under $600 and was shown in a local theatre for one evening. In the summer of 1964, he worked as an unpaid assistant at Universal Studios editorial department. His family later moved to Saratoga, California, where he attended Saratoga High School, graduating in 1965. A year later, his parents divorced. Sadly, Spielberg moved to Los Angeles to stay with his father, while his three sisters and mother remained in Saratoga.
After taking a tour bus to Universal Studios, a chance conversation with an executive led to Spielberg getting a free day pass to the premises, allowing him to come back the next day. On the fourth day, he walked up to the studio gates without a pass, and the security guard waved him in. This is a quote from him. "I basically spent the next 2 months at Universal Studios, and that was how I became an unofficial apprentice that summer." In 1968, Universal gave Spielberg the opportunity to write and direct a short film for the theatrical release, the 26-minute 35mm Amblin. Studio Vice President Sidney Sheinberg was impressed by the film and offered Spielberg a 7-year directing contract. A year later, he dropped out of college to begin directing television productions for Universal. It made him the youngest director to be signed to a long-term plan with a major Hollywood studio. Spielberg returned to Long Beach in 2002 to complete his Bachelor of Arts in Film and Electronic Media. Steven Spielberg is an American film director, producer, and screenwriter. Their style, influences, and cinematic traits often uses storyboards to visualize the sequences, with the exceptions being E.T. and The Color Purple. After the experience of filming Jaws, Spielberg learned to leave the special effects scenes until last, and exclude the media from filming locations. Spielberg prefers to shoot quickly with large amounts of coverage, from single shot to multi-shot setups, so that he will have many options in the editing room. From the beginning of his career, Spielberg's shooting style consisted of extreme high and low camera angles, long takes, and handheld cameras. He favors wide-angle lens for creating depth, and by the time he was making Minority Report, he was more confident with elaborate camera movements.
So that was all Spielberg. So can Izzy come up and answer some questions by Spielberg, please? So you have got so for your questions, it is basically, did they work on this film? Yes or no?
Okay.
Did they work on Jaws?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. He directed it. Yes, that's pretty much. So, did he work on Space Odyssey?
No.
No, that was directed by Stanley Kubrick. Did he work on Star Wars: A New Hope? Or
Yeah.
no, that was directed by the film written and directed by George Lucas, produced by Lucasfilm. And did he work on Hook?
I have no clue. Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Yes, that was directed by Steven Spielberg. And finally, did he work on Jurassic Park?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought
Yes. So that brings us to our next experiment. Because I actually edited it. Guys, did you hear that? What the heck's the Rhinosaurus here?
Not fun to win again!
What way do we go? Where are you going? If I split up, we'll confuse it. Doesn't know it's going to go to the first intersect, right? Let's just hope it's not us. Yeah.
Clever girl.
Right. So, first off, if you'd like to hand a ticket, and here's your Skittles. So yeah, thank you, Izzy. So we've shown all our experiments, we've talked about all our different filmmakers, shown our all of it really. Any questions from anyone? No? Well, that's pretty much everything. Thank you all so much for watching.